Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tom Burkart from Car Revs Daily. We are in the 2014 Lexus GX460, and just got out of the 2015 Chevrolet Tahoe, and I really wanted to compare these cars back to back because at this point they have pretty similar pricing and they have pretty similar in pricing and accommodation, except the Lexus GX460 is only $55,000 as equipped, which is a cool $12,000 less than the Tahoe, which is really surprising to say, let alone you know, it's just really surprising for a lot of reasons. So you get in the Lexus, it's instantly significantly smoother and better riding than the Tahoe. It is a little bit quieter as well, but the interior feels pretty old. It feels like every Lexus since the 90s a little bit, which is you know, which can be good and bad. You know, the seats are pretty good, but they have a short squab. Let's see if we can find some more adjustment. A little bit of a short squab, you know, the climate control is like pretty, you know, so the GX460 is the really tough sort of like off-road. It's the most off-road oriented truck in the Lexus lineup. Of course, the LX470 is also pretty hardy with its Land Cruiser base. So the GX460 is based on a global Land Cruiser called the Land Cruiser Amazon that we don't get in the United States, but it's, you know, it's significantly, it's a really tough truck. It has sort of like a ladder. It has a frame as well as a unibody, which makes for, you know, an extremely strong chassis and something that's really good for extreme off-roading maneuvers. But it has faced some critiques because it's pretty narrow. You know, it's pretty narrow, so it has some of those like narrow truck driving characteristics, although it doesn't feel like it. I mean, it feels stable and easy, you know, in those little turns we were doing, which is good to hear. It does have it has a pretty the steering rack takes significant turn to get the car moving when it is at speed, and I think that's a deliberate measure on Lexus's part to make the car safer and to never feel like it has any kind of, you know, like it's so that it never feels tippy whatsoever. And of course, you know, this car also has an active dampers, an active suspension system that. So let's go climate, fan speed. Okay, so for example, the you know, the fan speed is like in a separate menu. So the fan speed is in a different menu. It's just like a little bit of like an older type of yeah, we can do a couple little. So we're just in a roundabout right now. Obviously, it feels pretty stable. You know, a little stability control intervention there and a little tire hollow, but it's not a big deal. I mean, the car feels completely stable. Only when like really provoked would it I think be able to exhibit any of the traits, like you know, a few years ago Consumer Reports was able to get this car's predecessor to you know, they have a really aggressive like rollover test that they do, and Consumer Reports was able to get the car to go up on two wheels, which they really don't like, you know, and it caused like a big furor and comparisons to like when they like lambasted the Suzuki Samurai for, you know, similar reasons. But obviously this is a very different truck than the extremely, you know, manual. Everything in the Suzuki Samurai is manual. I don't know if you've ever driven a Samurai, but they're fucking hilarious. It has a three-cylinder engine, and I think a 4-speed manual. It was the first car I ever drove in Michigan. It was awesome. You know, some friends had like some big property, so we were able to drive it around, just like private property before I had a license, which was really fun. But comparing it to the Lexus is totally is absurd for every reason, except for that they're both really good off-road. All right, well, let's check back for the next video. We're gonna do some a little more a little faster driving in the Lexus GX460. Thanks a lot. This is Tom Burkart for Car Revs Daily.